I am so excited to announce our first sponsor, Mountain Star Real Estate. They provide real estate consulting services to the El Paso area. If you're looking to buy, sell, or lease properties, contact them through their website at www.mountainstarrealestate.com. Welcome to Chuco Chica. Let me introduce you to a very special guest, Maddy Ramirez. She is a 12-year-old mini entrepreneur, and she is our first Chuco Chiquita here on the show. Maddy, thank you so much for coming and making time to be here on this show. I can't wait to get to know about you and your journey.
Well, thank you for having me here.
Of course. I want to know a little bit about what interested you at first regarding being a Girl Scout.
Well, I was in second grade and my mom had mentioned that she was a Girl Scout, so I wanted to see what she did when she was. So her friends contacted her and said hey, my daughter's in a Girl Scout troop. So we went to the first meeting and it was really fun. And 6 years later, I'm still in it. So it's been really fun over the past few years. And I've been lucky to have won first top seller for 4 years in my troop.
So 4 out of 6 years, you've been the number one seller.
Yes.
That's amazing. How did you get to number one seller?
My mom was a really huge help, but I also had other help. For example, my mom's friends. I had my grandma, my brother, my dad. They all helped a lot. It's kind of like a family business for us, and it takes a village to do it, to do everything.
Right, of course.
And thank you so much for everyone for helping and supporting me if you are watching this video.
Awesome. Hopefully they do watch this video so they can see that you're in cookie season. We have some cookies up here in display for you guys.
Yes, these are all of them.
Out of the time that you've been a Girl Scout, how do you feel that has helped you with your people skills, communicating, and just being comfortable with your voice?
Well, I've been able to communicate with people better. I'm still shy, but I've been communicating better with people because of all the experience I've had with Girl Scouts. And I'm better at talking with people if I'm put in a group and I don't know anyone, because that's how Girl Scouts started.
Right. I feel like everybody for a little bit is shy, no matter what. It just takes a little bit of, I guess, getting back into things and feeling comfortable. But even though you've been with these girls for quite some time, do you guys still get shy with each other?
Yeah, it happens every time we go to a meeting. All of us always talk, but we always stay quiet the first 10 minutes of it. And we don't continue talking until someone starts. Right. And then we all start communicating. And then we all get the ball ready. And it's like a joke with all the parents. Some of the parents would not talk so we could talk, and they would push us to talk with each other.
That's so funny. I feel like even it doesn't happen with just kids. I feel like it happens with adults too. I think it's just human nature for us to feel nervous, but I'm glad you guys get out of your comfort zone and you can be the first one to kind of bring everybody in. Cool. So Maddy, can you please share with us what a typical day for a Girl Scout is during cookie season?
So what usually happens is that my mom picks me up from school. We go to the house, we get some cookies, maybe some extra ones, and we get in the car. We go to a certain we go to maybe the west side, and we deliver around there. Then we go eat food, and we get food in the car while we drive around. I do homework. When I was more little, my brother would also come with us. So it would be my mom driving, me and my brother doing homework. Then we would stop at houses and we would give the cookies, and that would be a day. Then we would get home maybe at 10.
That's crazy, because not only is your mom coming out of work, you're coming out of school. I'm sure you guys are tired, but you are killing it pushing these cookies out to your customers. What has been the most challenging selling experience during selling cookies?
I think the most challenging thing, especially this year, is that with the prices,
Okay.
because a lot of people were used to like the old prices,
Which
as
were
in,
what?
yeah, $5, I think. Yeah, and now it's 6, so a lot of people are like not really happy. Like they don't show it, but like a lot of people aren't happy any, like with the price going up. But it's like we try to like still like say like, oh yeah, if you have 20 you could still get three, and some people take it, some people don't, but that's just how it always goes, even with the prices lower.
I want to know if you've had like a crazy experience selling cookies.
Oh, well, one time we were at I forgot where we were at, but there was like in the middle of a street, there was like these there was like a little like area in the middle of the street with like rocks. So my brother went in the middle of that place and he was like holding up a sign like, "Oh, Girl Scout cookies over here."
Uh-huh.
And so when like he was like holding up the sign, someone like flipped him off
What?
when they were driving by.
Oh my god.
And-
Did you see them? Did you see that happen?
No, but he turned to me and my mom, because me and my mom were like in like a table. He's like, "Someone just flipped me off." And we're like, "What?"
Oh my, how
And
old was your brother?
he was like 15, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I wonder what was going through that person
Yeah.
to just flip off a kid.
Yeah. And then
Selling
then the same day, a dude, like a guy in a motorcycle, came by him and like high-fived him.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like-
So there's up and downs
Yeah.
to selling at places. Yes.
What's your favorite cookie?
I would say my favorite cookie is probably the Thin Mints.
Oh yeah.
But your new one, the Toasties, is catching my eye. That looks really yummy.
It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, really? What happens to the cookies that like aren't so popular?
So what happens to those, for example, last year, there was like this raspberry one, but you can only get it on digital, so a lot of people didn't get it. But also, if you did get it, people didn't really like it, so we didn't continue selling it.
So it got discontinued.
Yes.
Interesting. Did you like the raspberry flavor?
And I actually never got to tasting them.
Oh, because they were digital.
Yeah.
Got it. So what's the day of you not being in season look like for you?
So if we have a meeting planned, we usually, depending on where we go, we usually go to the leader's house, and we usually plan on what we're gonna do. For example, when we were doing a bridging ceremony, which is someone going to the next level of being a Girl Scout. For example, a brownie going to being a junior. So we were preparing, and we had to make these little jars since it was gonna be in fall, and they were like they're supposed to be mummy jars, so we had to like do tape around them and add eyes and stuff. So that's like something we always we do.
Oh, okay. So just activities.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more for like team bonding experiences?
Yeah. Like sometimes like our leader puts us in groups. For example, one time we had to we had to like use math, and we had to see if we were going on a trip, how many cookies we needed to sell to go. So my group did Disneyland, and we were like, to eat we would go here, it would cost that much to eat for all of us. Then for the tickets for Disneyland it would cost this, and like all together it would be cost this.
So you kind of had a brainstorm,
Yeah.
guess your budget in a way.
Yes.
That's cool. That's going to be very useful in the future for sure.
So another thing we also do a lot is we do a lot of community service. And like for example, one time we went to this elderly home, and we were planning, and there was this guy outside, and he was just yelling stuff.
What?
And we didn't know what to do, and like my mom was like telling him like to get away, so it was like two other moms, and my mom ended up calling the cops. It was
No way.
Yeah.
Did he leave after your mom called the cops?
Yeah. The cops, I think they came, they told him something, and then like we saw him walk by, but then we didn't see him again.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, aside from that crazy guy, how was your experience in the elderly home?
It was really cool. Like for example, I was like announcing cards for like loteria. And like so we had to like make like food for them also, and it was just like really cool there.
What did you make them?
Lasagna, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
know how to make lasagna before that day?
No, I didn't.
No.
They're like, so what they did is that they stuck one of the parents with us, and there was groups, so we would switch off. So once we would finish something in the kitchen, we would switch off with the other group, and they would finish another thing.
Ooh. So while you were cooking, what were the other girls doing?
They were playing games with the elderly ladies, and they were like just talking to them.
Oh, cool.
Some of the girls, we all were planting, sorry, and so it would, depending on what level you were in Girl Scouts, that's depending on how much and what you would plant. So for example, we planted I think purple flowers, tomatoes, and something else, and then the other girls would plant something different, and the older it went, the more you would plant, because of just like,
That's just how it went. That's cool. And I'm sure that the older women can like come together too and like talk about the plant, have something for them to do, and kind of like, it's very therapeutic planting. Yeah. So I'm happy that, you know, girls your age range kind of bonded in that way. And once you guys left, that's still a bonding experience for, I guess, everyone in general.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And 2024, what are your goals for this year?
My goal for this year is to sell 2,000 boxes of cookies. The most I've ever sold is 18,000, so
that is so close. And I'm just curious, did you ever sell during COVID?
Yeah, we did actually. We weren't sure that people were gonna buy during COVID because it was a bad time for a lot of people, but a lot of people ended up buying, and yeah, it was a good year for cookies.
So during COVID, how did you get your name out there? Because you know, it was because it was under isolation and it wasn't really face to face. Is that where social media and online really helped?
Yes, it did. We got a lot of it out online, and my mom told a lot of her friends, and they also helped getting it out online, especially. And I think we tried going door to door that year, but a lot of people said no because it was COVID. So we focused on trying to make it out online instead of face to face.
Did that kind of bring you down in any way? Because I know you look forward to going out and door to door and just getting out there with the community. Is that something that kind of was different for you?
Yeah, I was a bit like, I wasn't upset, but I was a bit sad because we couldn't go out in the community, but like no one could, and I actually didn't think we were gonna do cookies that year, but we did. And all the meetings, for example, it was virtual. And it was especially on like, it was hard to communicate with everyone else, and like we couldn't do a lot of things that we usually do with COVID and all. So it was.
Were you scared during COVID?
I was, yes. My mom was actually sick during COVID, so I didn't. Yeah, I was really scared for that. So.
But your mom's better now.
Yes, she's.
Amen.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite experience while being a Girl Scout?
My favorite experience, well, since I sold a certain amount of cookies, I got to go on a trip to Savannah, Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah, and we got to learn about the founder of Girl Scouts, and we went on a ghost tour.
Ooh.
For example. Yeah. We walked around like a ton over there, so it was like, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
What did you guys do in the ghost tour?
We couldn't go anywhere because we had like little girls with us, so we couldn't really go anywhere. But we were just walking around like certain places. Like we walked around this like hotel that was haunted, this house. We walked around a cemetery, and like there was this one part. She's like, if you hear anyone behind you and you turn and no one's there, he is there. We're like, great. It's exactly what we want to hear right now.
What is a piece of advice you would give to a girl barely starting their Girl Scout journey?
I would say to be yourself, and like and yeah, to just like be yourself and like let that show like guide you throughout it, because a lot of it, like, if you, it's not like school. It's not like like those new girls at school. Like, you can't just fake it, because a lot of the girls, since they know it's not school, they be themselves. So if you're just studying Girl Scouts, like, that's a big thing to do.
To be yourself. And I think that goes with the outside world too.
Yeah.
You can't be someone you're not, or say something you don't believe in.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're practicing this at a very young age, and that you're inspiring other girls. How does a patch ceremony work?
So usually you get patches at like an end of year party, a bridging ceremony, or just or at like a party, like a big, like a end of this or end of this party. And we usually get certain patches for what we've done. So if we go camping, they give us a camping patch. If we went like ice skating, they give us an ice skating patch.
So what are the patches that you're wanting right now?
So I'm actually striving to get badges. Yeah, right now I don't have any on, but like there's like I have like 3 pins that say like cookie entrepreneur.
That is so cute. You are an entrepreneur and you're selling cookies.
It's really cool.
I like it. Has anyone called you a cookie monster?
I don't think so. I think one of my cousins called me that. I was like, cool, man. I'm like, yeah, it's me.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Because you sell cookies. But you are an entrepreneur, and how do you feel like you're going to be an entrepreneur in the future when you're older? Outside of Girl Scout?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on what I want to do when I'm older, but I'm actually striving to be an investigator. So
an investigator. What led you to that?
Well, I want to be a lawyer, and but I wanted to be an investigator. Like, I wanted to help lawyers also, and then so I told my dad that. He's like, well, investigators help lawyers solve things. So I was like, oh, because I like solving things. Like in movies, I'm like, oh wait, maybe he was this and stuff. So I came to that conclusion of like me wanting to be like.
You're going to kill it. You're going to do so amazing. Is there any extracurriculars that interest you right now too?
Yes, I'm in cheerleading and I'm in band.
You're in cheerleading and band.
Yes. And
school in 7th grade and Girl Scouts. How do you have time?
Well, it's gotten easier since for cheerleading, football season's over, so we don't have games during the weekends, because that's usually when we have Girl Scouts. But for cheer, for some days I'm gonna have to skip, like not skip, but like wait to go like deliver, because I have practices and I have like other games to go to.
The amount of time your village also puts in is crazy. I love how, like, because you do get your sales and you do get your numbers up there, so just everyone coming together to get that done and supporting you, not only for Girl Scouts, but taking you to practices for cheerleading and band. Is that kind of helped with your time management?
I think so, because I have to be like, okay, I can do this one day and this the other, or I could do like this at this time and this at the other time. So
how do you when you get home, what do? Do you just automatically rest, or is it like a self-care day, or what's on your agenda?
What I usually do when I get home is that I kind of like chill out for like 30 minutes, and then I do the rest of my homework, and I try to do if anything's due on Friday, so I could already finish that. So that's what I do most.
So you like to get your assignments done before they're due?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah.
Sometimes I know it's hard to, but I like that though, that you have that mindset to like, don't wait till the last minute. That's something actually I'm trying to work on right now. But little by little and baby steps, but I'm glad and happy that you're starting that now. Do you feel like your mom is a good example with seeing that?
Mm-hmm. She I like whenever she works, I notice like she always makes sure her schedule is like on point, so she knows when things are like due. She's like, okay, when's your competition? And I tell her, she's like, okay, she's like, okay, I can go to work and then I can go to your competition. So I wanna like be an organizer like she is, and like do my schedule like find like the like good, like, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
So Maddie, starting from over here, can you tell us a little bit about each cookie and which ones you guys are selling right now?
So the first one is the Adventurefuls. It's a caramel and brownie. So it's a brownie and then in the middle it's caramel. And it's like it's a new cookie. It was sold last year and that was the first year. So this is the second year selling. So the next one is Thin Mints. It's been like around for a while. It's everyone's favorite. It's a mint cookie and it's chocolate on the outside. The next one is Caramel Delights. It's a coconut cookie with chocolate, and it's one of our top sellers along with the Thin Mints. The next one is Lemonades. This one has been not around for 2 years, and it just came back. It's like a lemon cookie, and I think it's shortbread on top and like a lemon thing on the bottom. The next one's Caramel Chocolate Chip. This one's kind of new, kind of old. It's a gluten-free cookie with caramel. And the next one is Toastier. It's new because it's only been sold in certain regions, and it's like a cinnamon cookie. And the next one is Peanut Butter Patty. It's a peanut butter with it's a peanut butter cookie with chocolate around it. The next one is Peanut Butter Sandwich. It's like the peanut butter patty, but it's a cookie on top and then peanut butter, then another cookie. And the next one's trefoil, and it's a shortbread cookie.
Okay, so you sell $6 a pop for these boxes of cookies. How much profit are you making from it?
95 cents.
How do you feel about that?
Well, like, I feel like we should make more,
Okay.
but I can't control it, so it's kind of, it is what it is, I guess.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. But where does this profit go to?
So it goes to all the things we do. For example, it goes to the community service. If we do activities there, we have to pay for all the things. Like every Christmas, we do this door decorating thing at another elderly home, and we have to pay for the decorations. We also at the end, when everyone is finished, we go to this lunch area and we make hot chocolate for them, and we give out sweets. So the profit pays for all of that.
Okay. So who audits your cookie sales?
So for the cookie sales, my mom counts the money, and then she and the leader count the money. Then the leader and the co-leader count the money to make sure it's good. Then they send it to the council, and they audit it from there.
Do you have any inside scoop on the cookies that nobody knows about?
Well, the reason why all the names change over the years is because the bakers change. For example, this year it's ABC Baker, but another year it was Little Brownie Baker. So that's why all the names change and some of the taste change.
You can taste the difference?
In the lemonades, you can. I was so disappointed.
Who's your favorite baker?
ABC Baker. I think so.
Why?
The big reason is because of the lemonades. They're my favorite cookie, and They ruined lemonades for me. I couldn't have them for years. Personally, I did not like the lemon ups.
Ooh.
At all.
Ooh. Who made those? The brownie baker? The little brownie baker?
Pretty sure.
Tea. Shade. What would you say to little brownie baker watching this?
Why did you get rid of lemonades? So depressing. So sad. So sad.
Oh my goodness.
It's so sad. Heartbreaking.
Oy. Just to give you guys a scoop, this is like our 5th time recording this podcast. To be very transparent, there was a lot of electronical issues that I was not prepared for. But it happened. We pushed through. And Maddy, you still stuck with me. You didn't leave. You could have.
I could have left with my lemonades.
Alrighty, Maddy, thank you so much again for your time and being here. You are our first Chuco Chiquita, and in the future, I hope we have other young entrepreneurs on the show and getting their perspective as well. Before you leave, can you please share with us a little bit? Can you please share some advice for our listeners?
So, it doesn't matter what age you are. Like, just get out there, be yourself. Like, help the community, be a part of the community, and like, just be yourself, and you'll get through it, I feel like.
And you're doing it. You, your mom, your village, I feel the love, I feel the support around you, and I'm so excited for your future, for your journey, and so much more. Thank you again for being here. So, Maddy, how can we connect with you and your mom to get these sales in?
So, one of the ways you can connect is by my digital cookie. So just get, you have to get my link, and then you can buy cookies from there. Or you can message my mom on Instagram at JessMadRow24. So you can get cookies from her also, and just ask her and she'll give the cookies.
Awesome. So all my El Pasoans, please, I'll have her link on my YouTube description, on my Instagram bio, on Facebook. We're going to try to get these sales out there so you can be the #1 seller for your troupe. Follow us on our socials and our Spotify. Everything's under the description. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you next Saturday. Adios.